Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Dark Crisis. And the reason why I want to talk about Dark Crisis is because it's been brought to a lot of people's attention how much of a joke Dark Crisis is becoming, and how much the lead up and setup of the death of the Justice League, celebration of Superman's 30th anniversary is, just to put in their Justice League diverse queer bullshit characters as the lead of an event for God knows whatever reason it's happening. And one thing about DC is DC isn't terrible when it comes to their crisis stories. Usually their crisis stories have build up, have set up, and it affects the DC universe. Well, ever since mismanagement happened, this is one of those things where management should get fired. Whatever's management left, whatever editors are there, you're fired. You're fired. You had an event prior to this. You had an event prior to this, Death Metal, right? Which was a DC crossover event. That event was going on while comic books was still going on with those characters. Now, from what we supposed to know from Death Metal, a lot of the characters had died or whatever. But if you picked up Death Metal and you picked up Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Nightwing, all of that, ain't no books really being affected by Death Metal. Now y'all was like, well, it doesn't really matter, blase blase. No, well, it does matter, because if you're gonna dedicate 4 months or 6 months to an event, the event needs to be affecting the books. So if you said that Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman are dead, or they've been mutated or whatever and stuff like that, we need to see the artists need to be understanding, like, hey, here comes an upcoming event. Your books need to start going towards that. But instead, y'all didn't. Then y'all do some, we're going to jump a little bit in the future of a what if sort of kind of thing that might really happen, but we don't know yet, with Future State. That was another event. No build up or nothing. It's just like, here you go. And it failed. I don't care what none of y'all say. It failed. Future State failed. Just like Death Metal failed. Because it wasn't a good event. And that's the same thing that's happening with Dark Crisis right now. You have a crisis event where you're supposed to be killing off all these characters. And for some goddamn reason, none of their books are being affected. There's no lead up. There's no build to anything. There is not even where, like, let's say for instance, I pick up Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, right? There is no Road to Dark Crisis, Wonder Woman issue 769. You know what I'm saying? So if Wonder Woman 769 should be leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, I forgot whatever issue number Wonder Woman's on right now. Her story, the previous arc need to be wrapping up, and the new arc of leading up to her eventual death. The same thing with Batman and Superman. Superman is on War World right now. Batman just got back dealing with some stuff with Batman Incorporated, and he's going to be starting a new arc with Tim Drake Robin. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make no damn logical sense. It's the same thing with Batgirl. It's the same thing with Nightwing. That don't make no logical sense. You know? I don't understand how the hell you do an event where The Justice League is supposed to be killed off. A lot of these characters are supposed to be killed off, and it's supposed to be focusing on the legacy of the DC characters and how some of them are coming together to mourn the loss of these characters, and they have to see if they want to fight in this event, which that's even a dumb premise right there. What the fuck you mean they need to see if they're gonna step up or whatever? What? They're fucking heroes. That's all they ain't got no damn choice. It's like you forgot about Infinite Crisis. I mean, yeah, Infinite Crisis. When Infinite Crisis happened at the end of it, when characters died. Like, even when Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, they all left, right? They left. Superman didn't have his powers. Batman and his sons went to go retrain and relearn, and Diana wanted to find out who she was. Guess who took over? The supporting characters in their titles. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman was still going on. It's just that in those books, Clark Kent was there. He just wasn't Superman. You had other characters that was taking over. Yeah, you still have Superman books, but it was understood that because of the events of Infinite Crisis, Superman doesn't have his powers. So what do you do when he don't have his powers? You focus on his supporting cast, or you create new characters that could be in that title for, until DC feels like bringing them back. Same thing with Teen Titans. Same thing with Nightwing. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got to figure out something. This don't make no damn logical sense. That, Dark Crisis taking place in a near future of the DC universe. Yeah, because that worked so well for Doomsday Clock that y'all self-sabotage. That event was doing fine until interference happened. You know what I mean? But old DC comic books and just comic books in general will have a lead up. They don't even have lead ups. Marvel jumps from one event to another event without any damn setup. DC used to usually have like a setup for it. And then whatever happens affects all the comic book line. They're ignoring it. Hell, back in Marvel's heyday, it worked, but that's because they had events after events that shook up so much stuff that the status quo was being changed so much that, of course, they can keep up with the status quo changes. But nowadays, an event happens and you're like, DC following down that same path that Marvel's doing. We're going to do events after events, but we're going to say that this event took place this early time or later on because, wait, hold on, this character's still alive, but I thought he was killed off in this event. It's just as stupid as when you reveal the ending of the damn book in the syndication. I mean, the solicitations. Oh yeah, and this is how Superman defeats this character, or this is how Batman defeated this character, or with the help of Wonder Woman, this villain got his comeuppance. What the fuck? Why would you even tell me that? You know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know how this gonna work. Because I ain't never seen nothing so stupid before in my life where you literally have idiots running the show. This is one of those things where it's time for everybody to go. It's time for everybody to go. Because y'all can't get an event together. DC ain't really talking about it much. So, like, why even making an event where you're killing people off, but then the main titles aren't even affected? No, a real writer and a real publisher would have made sure that if they got books that are interconnected, if they got a universe of characters that are interconnected, if anything happens to a certain amount of those characters, it needs to show up and affect the books. You know what I'm saying? If Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are dead in the DC universe, they need to be dead in their solo comic books. You don't release a Aquaman and a Flash event, but both Aquaman and Flash is dead. Oh, here's Aquaman #1, but Aquaman is dead. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? You don't do dumb stuff like that. And that's the crazy thing. You know, we're letting idiots run DC comic books. Matter of fact, we're letting idiots in general, you know, run the comic book community. I mean, the comic book publishers, because this is damn near ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing so ridiculous before in my life. And that doesn't make any logical sense. Any logical sense at all, whatsoever. And then what's the point of caring about Dark Crisis when none of the other books are affected by it? Oh man, this book is going to change the DC universe forever. No, it's not. Your damn current books ain't even affecting it. Hell, you got a Wonder Woman event going on right now that just started. So what? She's going to go from this event to the death of her after she just came back to life. Again, you make this shit make sense. It don't make sense. And y'all didn't think this shit through. Y'all didn't think nothing through. You thought you could just slap out an event and thought that, yep, our job is done. No, you got to do better than this. If fans can come up with better reasoning and better storylines or how to break down your own universe, you messed up. You did. You royally screwed the pooch. Because you know damn well that when Superman died, he died in everything. When he died in everything. The same thing with Batman. When Batman was supposedly dead at the end of Final Crisis, all of the comic books reflected that. Batman had a Batman title, but Bruce Wayne wasn't in it. They didn't try to go back in the past and be like, oh, we're going to still have him. Like, that's crazy. It just doesn't make the sense God gave. But that's what happens when you refuse to be stupid. You gotta refuse to be stupid not to understand the fuck that's going on with the Dark Crisis event. Because this is messed up. This is messed up. This is lazy. It's messed up. It's lazy. And it needs to not be applauded. It needs to be like, damn, we need to do better. And you should. Why wouldn't you want to do better than this? That just don't make no sense. A Dark Crisis event, but nobody's really being affected by it. Hell, I bet you Superman, Son of Kal-El, is not even being affected by that. I mean, you can go and read the solicitations, and you can see that ain't none of these comic books affected by Dark Crisis. So I asked you, what is the whole point of the event? Because you want to double down on diverse LGBT Justice League? Okay, sure. Like that's going to get people to want to read your book even more. Okay. All right, sure. If that makes sense to you, you let me know. That, oh, Lord have mercy. Again, manga, stop laughing. Because that's what manga's doing. Laughing all the way to the bank. Now that One Piece done outsold Batman in lifetime sales. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. But it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.